Welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy, and let's continue with the series on SubQuery network. So till this point, we have talked about what is SubQuery network and why it is called the Google of blockchain. Now in this video, let's try to understand who are the participants in this SubQuery network. Of course, right, whenever you want to build a network, but whenever you want to provide the services, we need people, we need entities in this network who is going to provide you service, who is going to consume the service, who will be the supporters, and all those aspects. So in this video, let's talk about those aspects. Now, first of all, in this SubQuery network, the idea is to provide data service. See, whenever we talk about blockchain, of course, we have amazing projects coming up. Now, the only problem is how will you search data in this blockchain network? So SubQuery says, don't worry, I will provide you with that data service so that as a dApp developer, you have to focus only on the business logic. And the data will be provided with the help of SubQuery network. Now in this network, we have multiple participants. Let's talk about top three. The first one is the consumer who will consume your service, indexer who will provide the service, and then we have delegators who is going to support the indexers. Now let's talk about consumer first. Now consumer is a participant who can be an individual or it can be an organization. So basically consumer will send the request for data. Of course, right, it's all about data. So a consumer will request for the data, and for that service, of course, we need to pay something for the service, right? So they will be paying SQT, which is the SubQuery token, and they will receive the service. So basically you have to pay SQT for the service. Now these consumers can be dApp developers, they can be data analysis companies, or they can be blockchain network itself, or maybe middleware developers, or a web aggregating companies who will be servicing to the Web 2 clients. So a consumer looks simple, right? But then if a consumer wants the service, who is going to provide the service? And that's where we have indexers. Now indexers are responsible for indexing the blockchain data and providing this data to their customers. Now, as I mentioned before, it's all about data, right? So indexers actually provides data as a service. Now, to provide that service, they have to do a huge investment for the infrastructure, for the data accumulation, and for providing support as well. So basically, they turn computational and networking powers into profits. Now, apart from this computational and networking services, they have to also stake SQT for a particular project. Now they have a minimum limit there, so they have to stake minimum SQT to get that particular project. Based on the service they provide, they receive the rewards, right? Now to receive the rewards, first they have to provide the service, plus they have to also stake in the network. Now you might be saying why they have to stake. See, one reason is, what if your indexer is misbehaving? What if your indexer is giving you wrong data, or maybe incomplete data, or maybe a corrupt data? In that case, an indexer is liable for a penalty. So some of the portion of that allocated stake will be reallocated to the SubQuery Foundation treasury. There's one more interesting thing here. If indexer want to receive more rewards, they have to stake more. So the more they stake, they will get higher profit. Now, if you want more money, if you want more SQT, of course, you need help as well. So in this case, we have some non-technical participants in the network. Now, they don't have to be a developer or a network engineer or anyone. Anyone can be a support, and we call them as a delegators. So as I mentioned before, delegators are there to support the indexers, so they can stake, they can help indexers by staking their SQTs, and they can get something in reward. So every time an indexer gets a reward, they can share the portion of it with the delegators. So basically we have this participants in the network. Apart from this, we also have people or architects who are building the SubQuery projects. And we have done that, right? So in this series, we are basically trying to be that architect who is building a SubQuery project and putting it on the SubQuery network, right? So basically we have these 4 participants, but then we focus more on the first 3. The first one is a consumer who will consume the data. The second is the indexer who will host those projects on their infrastructure. And for that, they are basically spending huge power on the computational and network aspect. And of course, they will get the rewards for that. And who will support for their minimum staking or extra stake in the network is your delegators. So that's it from this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section. And do subscribe for further videos, because more videos on SubQuery is on the way. Bye-bye, everyone.